As the walls come down and dirt is unearthed, construction workers have found some remnants of the past.
There really is a lot of parts of the building that haven't been opened up for many years just because of the way construction has taken place over the last 100 years. And one of the first places that is part of this repair and restoration project is to start removing spaces in the basement, opening up that space once again for public access and new purposing it for offices and so forth. And that's where we've had some of these initial discoveries, because people, like anything, they want to be remembered somehow. And so that's where we found some kind of campaign cards with gentlemen who ran for different offices in the 19-teens and 20s. And also we've just found things that have been discarded, things that are, for whatever one reason or another, has been discarded as garbage or doesn't work anymore. So in some of the fireplace cleanouts, that was a place just to open the door and refuse or throw things away. So these were found in the basement, tucked above the ceiling, and also an electrical junction box. And so these are things that the people, the contractors who are doing the work in the basement, are discovering these things as they're doing some of the demolition. And this is from the weight and measures office for the grain, a grain stamp to authorize purchases, state purchases of grain, or authorizing the weighing of measures of grain and so forth. And this was found in a fireplace cleanout. Once again, it's been there for probably 70 years, and it's all rusted open, but it's one of those questions of why did they throw this away. This is kind of one of the really neat discoveries, mostly because it tells us a little bit more about the basement and how it was lit. Of course, originally the building had its own power plant, so in 1905 the building was wired with electricity. And when they built the state office building in 1932, they added a tunnel connecting that building to the Capitol, and then to kind of dress it up a little bit, they put in a false ceiling, and so all the original fixtures were above that ceiling. So when they were doing the demolition of that ceiling from the 1930s, a lot of these original light fixtures were revealed. And if you walk around, you'll see there's little swatches or little maybe 3x3 or 4x4 inch squares that conservators have come through and scraped away the layers of paint, and then just to get a little sample of what might have been there originally. And so in the ceiling, you'll see, for instance, in the first floor, in the ground corridor, you'll see some of the stencil work that would have been originally in that hallway corridor, and that's been painted over.
What are some of the things people should not expect to see when they come in, say in June, July, August?
Well, it's a pretty comprehensive restoration construction project starting this summer. So the Supreme Court won't be available. The Quadriga, unfortunately, won't be available because they'll be doing resurfacing or repairing the roof, replacing the roof, and also the terrace around the Quadriga will be torn up and replaced. And that's an important part, just because before you do any work inside, you have to make sure your envelope of the building is secure, and you don't want any water leakage or water damage to come into the plaster or the paint that will be done in the future. So that really, and the governor's reception room, I should also mention, will be closed. So there's a lot of these premier spaces that won't be available, but once again, it's an opportunity just to come to the Capitol and see what's being done.